Good morning, my lovelies, and happy Thanksgiving. I am going to do today a sweet potato pie, keto style. I bought these mashed potatoes from Trader Joe's. Yes, I went the easy way out. So I'm going to put these in the microwave real quick, mash them down and add the other ingredients. And then I'm going to use this diamond pecan pie crust. Now, it looks ready to use. Okay. And I always check the ingredients. Pecans, it has some flour, palm oil, cane sugar, molasses. I was too lazy to make my own almond crust, but it has 3 grams of sugar, 9 grams of carbs. So when you minus the total carbs, minus the dietary fiber, minus the total sugars, it gives you what your net carb is. I'm just going to try this today. I probably will only have 1 slice, but I wanted to make something for myself this year. Sweet and savory. Perfect for it. Okay, sweet and savory. So I'm going to try this, and I'm going to see how it's going to come out. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out pretty good, but I wanted to do something different. So let's get started. Okay, and these are the ingredients that I'm going to be using today. Yes. Okay, in this bowl I have my sweet potatoes that are mashed. Now they are soft, so they will mash properly. I have a half a cup of the brown sweetener and a half a cup of the white sweetener. I have a cup of melted butter. I put 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground allspice, because allspice is very strong and I don't want it to be overpowering. And I put in a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and then I put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to put my eggs in last after I combine all of this together. So I have all my, that's what I didn't have in my first segment here. I did put some vanilla extract in there. I put 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, and this is the result just by hand mixing it. Now, if you want to use a hand mixer for smoother texture, you can do that as well. But I just use my little trusty hand beater here. And now I'm going to add 2 eggs. And also, I also added a 1/4 cup of organic coconut milk to this, just to give a little bit of more flavor and texture. Okay, I put in 2 eggs. And I just blended this all together. It has a very nice, rich consistency. And then I'm going to put it in my pie shell. Let's see if I can do this while holding the camera. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's going to be some extra, but that's okay. I can make something else with that. And I'm going to put this in the oven at 350. Say like 35-45 minutes. This is my first time trying this, so I'm going to see how it's going to come out. Okay, now this is my chorizo. A lot of people use Italian sausage, but I'm using chorizo. I took it out of its casing, and I'm going to make sure it's cooked until it's done. So this is going to be a keto chorizo stuffing, and it's going to be so delicious. Yum. This is mushrooms, onions, and celery, and I'm going to chop these up in my food processor. Now in this jar is a little bit of bacon fat that I always, save up after I make bacon. So I did put a little bit of bacon fat in here just to give it a little bit more flavor. letting that cook down some more. And here are the mushrooms, the celery, and the onion that I rendered down in my food processor. And now that mixture with the mushrooms and the celery and the onion, I'm just letting them cook down a little bit. You can add onion if you like. I'm sorry, not onion. Garlic if you like, just to kick it up a little bit. But I think I'm gonna leave it just like this. I'm gonna let that cook down for like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, in this bowl of my dry ingredients, I have 2 cups of almond flour. I have a half a cup of the flaxseed meal. This is poultry seasoning. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I love this seasoning. My mom has been using this for years, and it always brings that Thanksgiving smell in the house. And I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to combine that together. Now I put my chorizo, after it was cooked, I put it in the food processor just to grind it up some more. And then I'm going to combine these together, and I'm going to add all the wet to my dry. Okay, I have my wet mixture here. I put 3/4 cups of, I use a beef stock instead of a chicken stock. So I'm going to combine all of this together in my bowl here. And if it's too dry, you can always add a little bit of liquid of the chicken stock or beef broth, the beef stock or the veggie stock or chicken stock, whatever you use. Now I like this consistency here. It's not too dry and it's not too moist, because when I add all the other ingredients in here, it's going to blend it all together. And I'm going to put 3 eggs in here. As you can see, I have 3 beaten eggs. And because the butter was still warm, or it was hot, I didn't want to put the eggs in there and then they cook. So I'm going to combine the 3 eggs in there right now. Okay, I'm going to combine my eggs in here. Yeah, trying to hold the camera and combine this. Okay, I'm getting there. And you can always fold it in as well. Fold it in. And then I'm going to add my chorizo mixture in there, and I'm going to put it in the pan, 13 by 9 pan. Spray it first. You can put butter in it or bacon fat. Put that in there and just lay it all out. Okay, and I combine my sausage mixture with the mushrooms and the celery and the this looks so good and it smells so good. The mushrooms, the celery, and the onion, and I combine that all together in here. And now I'm going to put it in this pan and let it bake for like about a good 35 to 45 minutes. Okay, my lovelies, I just pulled this out the oven. I was doing other stuff. Got a little bit of crispy here, but you know what? I just pulled out the oven. I'm just going to wait for it to deflate some. But you know what? This is my first keto pecan, my first pecan, yeah, it is a pecan pie crust. But this is my first sweet potato, low carb sweet potato pie. And you know that extra filling I had left over? Well, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Yummy. Let's just give it a taste. Now, it's not a lot, but it looks like a nice little souffle there. That's good. Should add some more nuts or something to that. Yummy. Okay, that's good. Could have just made a little souffle. But you know what? Anyway, it looks good and it smells good. Okay, I got my casserole in the oven. Okay, my lovelies, and this is my gravy that I made to put over my stuffing. I use the rest of my beef broth. I use like a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. And I used 2 tablespoons of heavy cream and a couple of herbs in there. And I know this is something that we all miss during Thanksgiving, is that stuffing and the gravy that goes over it. So this is my gravy Yum, keto style. And I just put a couple of herbs in there, salt, pepper, and she's still simmering. Yummy. Okay, my lovelies, here she is, fresh out the oven. I'm gonna let her cool down for a couple of minutes. And then we're gonna give her a taste test. Yummy. Okay, look at that. Nicely cooked all the way through. And I cut a little piece of chunk out. And here is the gravy. Look at me. Oh yeah. Steady hands, girl. Steady hands. Oh, look at that. Yummy. Oh, we gotta give this a try. Oh yeah. Let's taste it. That's good. Oh my God, that's so good. Stuffing. Oh my God. Good. Well, if you like these recipes, like, subscribe, and share. I didn't cut my pie yet. I want it to cool down some more. But that's the keto sweet potato pie. Oh, I just dug into it with the lid. And this is the keto stuffing. Keto chorizo stuffing. So if you like these videos, like, subscribe, and share. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye-bye.